I think gratitude, just a sense of gratitude, and also a little bit frustration. Gratitude to my friend Dane and the sacrifice that he made to come help us through this hard time. Frustration with my own unpreparedness for what it meant to face mortality. I felt just sort of culturally unprepared, that we don't talk that often about just sort of normal everyday deaths. We talk about heroic deaths and dramatic deaths, but very rarely just what most people go through. And so I tried to set it down as best I could.
I thought it was a way into talking about grief that I had never seen before. And what it was not talking directly about grief, but focusing on the thing that keeps you tethered. And this, like, I talked to you before about the idea, just like, everybody always says when you go through these things, you're not alone when you're sad or when it's dark. You're not alone. And it's like, oh, but you are. Do you know what I mean? And so what someone could sometimes do is just hold on to you, as you're falling, or throw a pillow before you land. And so I felt that was what that article felt like to me. It was a way into grief and death that I had never written before.
It was clearly a story about a tragic loss, and that was very moving, but also a story of real friendship and what at first seems like selflessness, but then you start to realize that there's nothing is completely selfless, but this like web of support and need that the three had with each other was really interesting to me.
There were so many aspects of how each different person, including the young girls, absorbed this experience, and how they dealt with each other and the relationships, the dynamics, how they shift over the years. And I felt really drawn to how watching this specific family deal with such immense pain, and the character Nicole, I had not had the opportunity to play a role like hers, where she's so many different women, and she is sort of holding all these spinning plates, and even past her death. And there's so much to work with. It's like a glimpse into a life. It's somebody Matt has let us in, and in the most beautiful way. And I really loved every character in the movie. There wasn't anyone that I was like, ooh, I don't like that person. I really loved everybody.